Hi guys, it's me again outside because this is the only place for me to film right now, and I thought we'd talk about anxiety attacks because those are fun and I have them, and I thought that I would talk about them. So yeah, if you're having an anxiety attack right now and that's why you clicked on this video, I'm so sorry and I wish I could help, and maybe I can't help by just saying that I know what you're going through, and I know it's really scary in the moment, but when I have an anxiety attack, the best thing for me is just to focus on something completely different than what I'm having anxiety about. And I know that seems obvious, but that's basically what helps me, and not a lot helps me. So yeah, the reason I want to make this video is because I wanted to share some different symptoms that I have, because I think it's important to learn about other people's stories, and if your symptoms aren't quite how everyone else says they are, your anxiety is still valid and you are still having anxiety attacks. And just because it's not exactly the same to other people or to anxiety attacks that you've seen in movies or TV, you're still valid and your feelings are still valid. And whenever I was trying to I still am not okay with my anxiety attacks at all, but when I started kind of trying to understand them a little bit more, watching other people online describing their symptoms and how they went through it really helped me understand mine. So that's why I'm making this video, and hopefully it helps someone, or I can just talk about my feelings, and that's fine. So my first symptom would be just hyperventilating or trouble breathing. I think a lot of people experience this. It's just very scary when you feel like you're not breathing correctly, because that is breathing, that is very important. And whenever you're not breathing correctly, it just feels like you're dying. And that's how I often feel when I'm having an anxiety attack. I know that might seem a little bit dramatic, but that's honestly what I feel like when I'm having an anxiety attack. The second thing would be trying to completely distance myself from the situation. Whatever is making me anxious, I will just completely try to remove myself from the situation. If it's a person, I will try not to talk to them. If it's a situation that makes me anxious, I just don't want to be there. And sometimes that's not possible, and that makes it worse. And I often feel very distant when I'm having anxiety. I feel like I'm not real, or I'm not awake. I feel like I'm dreaming, and that's very scary too, because on one hand I'm very anxious or scared about something, and on the other hand none of it seems real, so in a way I don't feel like any of it matters, which makes me feel worse and just makes me feel confused. I don't know if anyone else has ever felt like that, but whenever I have an anxiety attack, I just my brain tries to distance itself, like how I try to distance myself. It just wants to completely disengage from the situation and think about something else. I think the last thing, there are lots of symptoms, but I'm having a hard time remembering the ones I wrote down. Why do I write down notes and then don't read them? But after I have an anxiety attack, I often find it very hard to talk to people and to communicate. Even if I have thoughts that I want to communicate, I feel like it's hard to talk, and I feel really overwhelmed, and I feel bad that I have trouble communicating when someone's trying to talk to me. I don't know why that is. It's just something, that's the aftermath of an anxiety attack for me. It's just hard for me to kind of understand what people are saying, and it's hard for me to communicate, and that can be really frustrating. So I don't know if anyone else has experienced that. I'd be really interested to know what your guys' symptoms are. I'd be really interested to know what your symptoms are, and if any of this you can relate to. What just your thoughts about it if you've ever had an anxiety attack. Mine is kind of a reoccurring thing, but even if you've only had a few in your life, they're still valid and they still affect you, and it's still scary in the moment. So I think it's good to talk about because it kind of normalizes the experience and it makes it not seem as isolating, I guess. It does feel very strange to experience something like that and to have everyone else around you be very calm or not be as stressed out as you are. I don't know how to describe it, but if you have any thoughts about this, I'd love to talk to you about them. And if you're experiencing anxiety, I'm always here for you guys in the comments. If you want to talk to someone, I would love to talk to you. And I know that I can't really help you in the moment, but I do care about you, and I just want to let you know that I know how it feels, and I empathize very deeply with people who have anxiety, because that's kind of my life 24/7. So I haven't figured it out, but I do know that talking to people really helps. So if you have anything you want to say, I'll respond in the comments, and hopefully this is kind of a short video. I don't really want to be long because I'm filming on my phone, but yeah, that's really all I had to say. Hopefully this was helpful. I don't know, maybe you like my camera work? My hands are so shaky, it's like ridiculous. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye, guys. See you later, guys. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. My camera skills are amazing, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna post this because it's kind of personal, but yeah, I think I might post it if it will help someone. I just hope it helps someone. That's it. Yeah.